to all of you to Aveiro. It's an honor having you with us these days and for this exhibition. We thank you to the curator and to all of you as artists for the very good work that we have done with us. It's a pleasure for us, not only as the City Councillor for Culture, but also the entire culture team with our head of division, Sonia Almeida, myself from the museums and coordinator of CreArt, José Antonio, which is the museum director, and also our colleagues that have done such a nice and very relevant work, Andrea and Sergio, which are here with us in this moment. And welcome again, and thank you for everything.
Três breves palavras. A primeira palavra é cumprimentar através dos distintos artistas, as cidades que representam, as cidades parceiras que com a Aveiro já há alguns anos cumprimos a cultura europeia em rede, sendo para nós extremamente significativo todo o momento e o contexto pandémico que estamos a atravessar, porque no fim de contas cuidar da cultura é também cuidarmos das pessoas, são cuidados gerais e resiliência que demonstramos hoje aqui a partir de Aveiro para todas as cidades parceiras e, no fim de contas, para toda a Europa. Essa mensagem de cuidarmos da cultura é cuidarmos também de nós próprios, das pessoas, e uma mensagem, sobretudo, neste contexto pandémico, uma mensagem de esperança num ano de 2021 que seguramente nos trará a ultrapassagem desta resiliência.
Welcoming you is also welcoming the cities that each of you represents as our partners in this project, and also is celebrating culture in these difficult times of the pandemic, and showing that through culture we can still gather and could do new things and things happening besides all the restrictions we are living in this moment. So it's an honor to having you with us. It's a sign of resilience, and it's a sign also of that living culture and making living culture is also make us persist and keep going and overcome all these bad moments that we are living right now. So it's very good also, once again, to having you here and what represents gathering us in Aveiro in this moment.
Por isso, muito obrigado por partilharem com Aveiro, a sua região e com o nosso país, com Portugal, a vossa criatividade bem explanada aqui hoje e que será seguramente motivo de enorme visitação de toda a nossa comunidade aveirense. E esse processo criativo vosso, o qual mais uma vez agradecemos, é também muito importante no contexto da apresentação de Aveiro, a candidatura à Cidade Europeia da Cultura no ano de 2027. E neste contexto da apresentação da nossa candidatura é seguramente a nossa participação nesta rede de cidades europeias na CreArt e através da manifestação da criatividade multinacional à custa da vossa participação e dos países que representam, significa também para nós, neste contexto da candidatura de Aveiro para o ano de 2027, de veras significativo.
Thank you also for coming. This represents the work in a network, and which is something quite relevant for us, but sharing our project with you, being able to receive you and receive all of your creative works. It's something that enriches us as community, and we are quite sure that the exhibition will receive a huge audience during this month that is going to be among us, and at the same time it's quite relevant for a process that we are within in this moment. We are applying to be the European Capital of Culture 2027, and definitely works and networks such as the CreArt are relevant for that project and for achieve that moment of 2027 as we wish and are working for. Thank you so much once again.
uma última mensagem a partir da inspiração das vossas obras de arte e enquadrados no espírito do Museu de Aveiro Santa Joana, no regresso aos vossos países e junto com as vossas famílias, uma mensagem de votos de saúde, de votos de boas festas, com muita esperança no ultrapassar pandémico. Bem-ajam a todos e vamos chamar, entretanto, o Sr. Curador, que fará uma pequena apresentação da exposição, e chamaremos também os diferentes artistas participantes para uma mensagem exatamente lá para casa, lá para o país, lá para as cidades nossas irmãs neste projeto, as quais, nesta palavra final, cumprimentamos e agradecemos num forte abraço de criatividade e de rede cultural. Muito obrigado.
As a final message for all of you, well, we wish that everything goes good with all of you, well with all of you. Wishing also you greeting seasons and happy holidays during this time, and that all together and each of us stay safe and be careful to overcome the pandemic as far and as soon as it could be possible to all of us. So thank you once again, and from now on we would like to ask to Pietro and Luca to come and to talk about the exhibition as the curators.
First of all, thank you very much to the Major, because it was very important discourse you did for us and also for the CreArt network. And then Maria and Andrea from the CreArt Aveiro were very important in the realization of this show. So thank you very much for your being so kind and welcoming. For sure also Jose Antonio, thank you very much for welcoming here at the Museum Santa Joana. It was a very important step for our career to be here. And Luca, thank you very much, because it was a long travel, but we did it. And for sure, also thank you very much for the artist, because we in this exhibition we talk about like different way of living, different also way of interact with the other. During the setting up of the exhibition, we really felt of being a part of something, because everyone was helping each other. So there was this sense of reciprocal reliance that was I think the key element of the show. So not just the works, but also the relationship that we managed to create during the setting up, because we didn't know each other, so it's always like in just 2 days we managed to create a real team working together. And I think also for CreArt network, and it's quite important, this interaction and cooperation. For the show, we conceived the show on September 2019. So there was no this like a huge nightmare that we are living today, and I hope that was not me and Luca the bad luck of thinking and creating a show. The title is "What Would Happen If," the choice to build an alternative future that really talks now with all the situation that we are living in this moment. And our aim was to put together 14 artists and artistic collectives in a very multidisciplinary show, and to put together and to make dialogues between among different artists that come from a different region, a different country, different culture. Many of us are also not living in our own country, because I'm living in France, but I'm Italian. There are many artists from Cameroon living in France, from Japan living in Liverpool. So it's also a way to adapt our way of living to other culture, and I think we manage to do this in the show. And so the show is, there are 3 macro categories. So the first one is alternative imaginaries, the second one is natural phenomena, and the third one is individual and collective memories. And I leave Luca a small introduction about the 3 different categories. Thank you.
I think that Pietro said almost everything. I mean, the most important part that was to say thank you to everyone, to underline the good quality of the company, how the friendship is born. So that's the most important thing about an exhibition, I think. Anyway, the 3 big themes are alternative imaginaries that are really important to think about how the past could be different, and also about the future and the present. So this theme is about utopian and dystopian, but also about narratives, different narratives. And to think about different future is also a way for dreaming, if you start changing your life in your society. Natural phenomenon, instead, is more focused on nature, so about ecology and how we affect the nature, our world, how we are going to destroy or to improve it, but also how nature can affect us with some kind of destroying situation or whatever, like the coronavirus could be. And the last theme is about individual and collective memory, and maybe this one is talking about more the society, human society in some way, because it's talking about something really individual, so our choices, our individual choices, and about also the society choices. So the individual that being collective, and the collective that affects the individual. So I think that's it. I hope that also with the streaming you can enjoy the exhibition, and we're waiting for you in live.
Thank you.
Valentine Travers and Sarah Vigier, French artists. And we made an installation musical video. Yes. More?
Do you want more?
It's a video about objects, how long they live in our house.
It's kind of love story for objects.
Okay. But now we are in English, so it's more easy. And it's we play. We incarn the role of the object. We speak for us, and it's like between a dream or a divagation. It's go in all the direction, and it's a little bit introspective.
And because our video have a long time, 30 minutes.
Hi everybody, I'm Stefano Serretta. I'm an artist from Genova, Italy, and for the exhibition I presented the work Relapse, that is the installation behind my back, and is composed by a newspaper sheet that closes the space, giving the idea of from the outside of an empty space. And this emptiness is filled with the full of the narration, because inside the pages it develops a kind of reflection about the relation between the online action and the offline consequences in the today political and social communication. So all the anxiety, the fear and the laughing that we see going through the media to us. So I think it's almost in line with the period, also the idea of the closure. Thank you very much.
Jestem Szymon ze Szczebrzeszyna. Głównym założeniem, co się wydarzy, jeśli się nie wydarzy. Jest to chyba pytanie, które dotyczy nas od początku, kiedy powstało słowo. W swojej pracy właśnie spróbuję umieścić ludzkość jako przetrawienie pewnych idei, w których się znajdujemy. A propos czasów obecnych, w których teraz przyszło nam żyć, jest to pytanie, na które można odwrócić i spytać, co jeśli się nie wydarzy. I to jest główny podział, na którym chciałbym się skupić. Głównym tworzywem, które tak jakby współistnieje, są to całkowite destrukty, w które się obracamy. Główną przyczyną, jaką możemy sobie wyobrazić do powstania kolejnych światów, przetwarzanie myśli, odzwierciedlanie różnych idei i też jest to zagadnienie, które porusza jako żołnierze plastikowego świata, w których się odnajdujemy, dając im kolejne rzeczywistości do nowych powstań i jednak bliska sentencji Goi czy Boscha jest kończąc ideą, co jeśli się nie wydarzy. Dziękuję.
Hello, I'm Antiku and I'm interdisciplinary artist based in Liverpool, originally from Japan. For this exhibition, I'm presenting the video work titled Luna. Luna explored the theme of the effect of the full moon and also cycle of life in the macro and the micro level. In particular, this time, I'm actually like following the life cycle of amphibians. Tours, and so like I've been filming for like 16 months and following and tadpoles, toadpoles to the how they actually developed, and then the male toads and female toads actually like migrate to the particular pond to mate, then they get a baby and things. So that's the documentation I've been looking after, but also in the effect of the moon. For example, on the full moon night, sometimes even human beings have like a more criminal on that night. So I was interested in how living life would be affected by the natural planet. Then also, not only the amphibians reproduction, interpreted the human reproductions, but in a very abstract way, and using a lot of circular motifs, and try to find or appreciate the mystery of the influence of the moon and how lives, inhabitants of the world, responding to it, with or without conscious. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jean Romeo. I come from France. I'm in Clermont-Ferrand precisely, where I live and work, and I'm happy to be here in this exhibition. And just in front of me and behind me, you have my work. And it speaks about what we can do with what we have on the hand. What we have on the hand can be good if you want, and it can be bad if you want. I will talk you a small anecdote with my mom. One day I was with her, she cooked, and I told him, "What do you put in the soup?" And he told me, "Just a little bit salt." And she said, and I told him, "Just salt?" She said, "No, with something else." And she told me, "With salt, you can make the soup sweet. You can make it bitter. You can just destroy it." And I said, "Oh wow, maybe I can do what I want also with what I have in my hand." That means when you have a stone, you can build house with it, and you can also destroy your partner with it. And that is what I want to show with my work. You can destroy, you can arrange also. Thank you.
Sono Serena e vengo da Lecce e il mio lavoro si intitola Private e con esso volevo analizzare la società in relazione ai mezzi tecnologici. Come vedete ogni schermo in queste scatole rappresenta una finestra che racchiude appunto diverse scene private che si chiudono nel momento in cui l'osservatore si avvicina per osservare meglio. Questa azione voyeuristica da parte dell'osservatore non fa altro che innescare un meccanismo di protezione della vita privata, così da far riflettere appunto sull'utilizzo di questi mezzi e così da utilizzarli con maggior consapevolezza. Grazie.
Hello, my name is Vesna, I'm the creation artist, and for this show I created 3 pieces with traditional printmaking techniques, the intaglio, and I displayed it in the colorful light boxes that are cute and harmless at the first glance, but it hit the human impact on the nature. And in the world where technologies, gadgets, smartphones that we use every day increasingly mediates our everyday life, I pay tribute to the analog creation because I translate the digital to analog.
Hello, good night. Olá, boa noite. My name is Rodrigo Malvar and I'm an artist from Aveiro. My piece here, it's called Selva Coragem. It's a bio installation about this dimension and interdependence between humans and nature. The invitation that we are doing here is like a little entrance, as you see, in this spiral back to the interior of like a belly, you know. And in the center of this spiral, you have like again another invitation to use like a QR code because it's raining, and use your mobile device to hear a text written by us to think a little bit and to perceive this kind of interdependence between human and nature. Maybe with this installation we can put again on the balance this kind of relationship between women and plants, this kind of botanical mind that with these speedy days and speedy and neoliberalism like politics, we forget, in my opinion, a lot. And with this kind of installation we can recalibrate this meeting between these two worlds and not to be apart but be together. That's the invitation for all these people. Thank you.